You were listening to a Nerd Room podcast, a member of the Star Wars Commonwealth Podcast Network. Be sure to check out more from the Star Wars Commonwealth on the web at starwarscommonwealth.com and take your first steps into a larger world. Hey everyone, and welcome to Nerd Room. We talk all things Star Wars, Marvel, and DC. This is episode number 154. We're discussing Shazam, Birds of Prey, and Oscar noms. I'm one of your hosts, Tim.
I'm Troy.
And I'm Sunjay.
I feel like you're making fun of me there, man. I'm a bit squeaky.
What? I wasn't making fun of you. Much love.
You have to excuse my cold here. My voice is probably going to get more and more raspy as we go. Sunjay did compliment me.
You sound sexy.
He did say I sounded sexy. So I
Yeah.
will take that and I will run with that.
Hashtag sexy Tim.
That raspy voice.
He just gets the people going, you know? It's so raspy. Like, I want you just to, like, narrate my life in that, like, raspy voice.
I will. I'll never stand up to Morgan Freeman, though.
No. You're Morgan Freeman light.
All right, gentlemen, welcome back to the table. It has been 2 weeks since we recorded because we dropped a, what did Carlos call it? A Future Cast episode?
Oh, yeah. Days of Future
Days
Cast.
of Future
Love
Cast.
that.
Yeah,
That's
I love
dope.
it.
Last week where we did discuss our most anticipated for 2019, and some of that we're going to actually discuss here today with this new Shazam trailer that
Yes.
dropped a couple weeks ago. We've also got a Birds of Prey trailer, or a teaser trailer of sorts that did drop, and Oscar noms. These are coming up here in the not too distant future. We usually get excited about this. Our movie Black Panther scored 7 nominations, which is absolutely incredible, including that Best Picture. We're going
Yeah.
to jump into all that. Also speculate a little bit as to what we're going to see this weekend over Super Bowl. It's usually a big trailer debuting event. This is why I'm focused in on it. I'm really looking forward to that. So we're going to cut into that a little bit this week. But, gentlemen, like we always do at the top of this episode, these episodes, the Nerd Room, when we're sitting here, we're going to talk about our week in nerd. It's been a crazy week for me of catch up, but I'll hear what you guys have been doing this past week. Troy, my man,
Yeah,
how's
man.
this week in nerd been for you?
It's been, it hasn't really been, like, nerd, like, comic-eccentric, I could say. I gotta give a shout-out to my in-laws. They did us a huge favor. I love those guys. They actually, took my daughter for the weekend, our daughter for the weekend, and we got to catch up on major Oscar films. It was
Nice.
awesome, man. And so we got to do Bohemian Rhapsody.
Nice.
Which is
How was
just,
it?
I love it.
Yeah,
absolutely. Like, everybody loves Queen. Like, how can you not
Right,
like Queen's
yeah.
music? But actually going in depth in the band, how they created the music. Freddie Mercury, played by Rami Malek, he knocked it out of the
So
park.
good.
Like,
Yeah.
I think he's a lock for this year. And then unfortunately we saw The Favorite, which is also an Oscar nom, and
Yeah.
it was, I gotta say, it's like one of the worst movies I've ever seen. And
So
Really?
it's not your favorite?
no, definitely not. Definitely
Low
not.
hanging fruit there.
Yeah.
I see what you did there. But yeah, pretty light nerd. I picked up the 6-armed Spider-Man Marvel Legend, which I said I wasn't gonna do,
You did.
but I did. I saw it yesterday, and I was like, I gotta get this thing. And you know what? It's actually pretty cool. I don't really like the fact that they just reused the Amazing Spider-Man 2 body mold.
Yeah.
That's all it is, except they plugged in the 6 extra or the 4 extra arms. They redid the color, which I like a lot. But just to kind of have a Spider-Man with 6 arms is kind of cool.
Yeah,
It's like a
it is.
must-have if
Unique.
you're a Spider-Man guy, you know? So, yeah, that's about it, man. And then just the regular comics that I'm going through. So,
Yeah.
nothing
Nice.
crazy, man. Nothing crazy at all.
Nice little week, little
Oh,
catch up.
chill, yeah.
Solid.
Yeah,
You
guys-
Oscar-centric.
You guys are
Yeah.
always good at catching up in the Oscar films right
Yeah.
before the event, eh?
Yeah, I just got Vice left. That's the only one I want to see. I
You
want to
see
see that
Black
performance.
Klansman as well?
Saw that one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Saw Black Klansman, Black Panther, obviously. Bohemian
Stars Born.
Rhapsody. Stars Born's great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is a surprise, too.
I got the Steelbook on pre-order. Gotta get
My
that.
man.
Nah.
Dope. Dope.
Now, Sanjay, you're
Yes.
on red alert right now.
That's
We're
right.
on the eve of the potential birth of your next child.
While you're listening to this, like on Thursday, you know, I could be in the delivery room.
He could be. You know, he's been a question mark for the last couple of days here, but he
Yeah.
is present here in the nerd room.
Right? My wife's in the car.
Yeah.
You know, she's just breathing. I'm just, you know.
Left it running.
Contractions are like still 5 minutes apart,
Yeah, you're
so
golden.
she's good.
You're
Yeah.
golden.
Oh yeah, we can bang this thing out
Yeah.
and then.
Minimum hour and a half.
Oh
Tops.
yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Top.
She's got the radio. She's fine.
So have you been able to find yourself out and about on the hunt, maybe checking out some of them steelbooks lately?
Steelbooks, a lot for pre-order, but not a lot have come in. But I did check out the Inglewood Phoenix Comics last day sale on Sunday. So I was able to pick up that Wonder Woman George Perez volume 3, so it's from the 80s. Some key issues there, trade paperback, so I got to read that. And then I picked up a book for my daughter, those DC superhero girls ones.
Yeah.
With like all like the cupid figures.
Like Wonder Woman,
yeah, Wonder
Batgirl,
Woman, yeah.
Supergirl, yeah.
Yeah, my daughter loves it. Like,
Oh,
she thinks it's
nice.
amazing. She's a big fan now of Harley Quinn.
Nice.
She's like, oh, this girl's awesome. I'm like, all right, oh, cool. Like, that's awesome. So I'm slowly getting her into that, so that's great. In terms of other nerd stuff, I did pick up the Reign of Superman animated film, the sequel to Death of
Did
Superman.
you watch it yet?
I haven't watched it yet. It just came out today, so...
Can we watch it?
Of course we can watch it.
There you go.
I gotta see this movie.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go.
So, yeah, I got to catch up on that. And besides that, my weekend nerd, not much, besides that. Oh, I did see a film that should have been nominated for the Oscars, but wasn't. You Were Never Really Here with Joaquin Phoenix.
Okay, yeah.
Really, really good film. It's one of those, like, thinkers where you watch it and then you're like, what the heck did I watch? And then, like, the more you think of it, you're like, man, that was really good.
Nice.
And Joaquin Phoenix killed it. He crushed it. I can't believe he wasn't nominated for Best Actor, but I'm super excited for Joker now. The last 2 films to feature the Joker got nominated for an Oscar and won an Oscar. So maybe they can go 3 for 3 and Joaquin can take home another golden little statue there.
Well, precedence has been set in a big way this year. We're going to get into that with Black Panther. But I've had one hell of a couple weeks in nerd. I did take off momentarily to London, England, and
you got to do this in a London accent now.
I can't. I don't even want to attempt that. I'm so bad at accents. I'll do an accent, and my wife would be like, "Oh, so that was a good Australian accent." I'd be like, "No, that's not what I was going for." So I will avoid that. But while I was there, I did have a fantastic opportunity to meet one Rob Wade, the Admiral, TSW owned Rob Wade. We had a absolute blast. This guy is a gem. Just great. We met up, shook hands, did the bro hug, and it off from there.
Nice.
We toured around London a little bit, went to the big Lego store, went to Forbidden Planets, flipped through some comics and all that. Had just a great dinner. What a time. And it was so interesting too, because this is someone I've known for a couple of years. We met over at the through the Commonwealth doing podcasting and all that. Someone I consider a good close friend, and having that opportunity to meet someone that lives in London that maybe I would have never have met before, and it was great to link up with them. Had an absolute blast. So shout out to Rob Wade. He endorses this podcast every week at emotionally14.com, and yeah, man, it was so much fun just going and having that experience. Something very different, very unique.
Yeah.
And even like 10 years ago, you think about doing that, and you're like, probably not. But nowadays, it's like this is the norm. This is really cool. You can link up with someone that is as great as Rob, that has common interests. We can just get there and just boom, right into conversation. No awkward, no nothing.
Yeah.
It was so cool.
That's dope.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
dope. Is he going to be checking Celebration? Do you know?
No, not this year.
Okay.
No. So I'm going to try to poke at him. Hopefully in the next couple of years, we can all meet at a celebration.
Come to Stampede?
Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah.
That is a celebration. But you like us better, right? Like, we're your number one guys, right? Like when you open up that wallet, it's me and Troy's picture in there, not Rob's anymore.
We'll see. We'll see how this episode goes.
Okay.
We'll go from there. No, but on the trip over, so it's about an 8-hour flight from here where we are, and I had a ton of time to catch up on stuff. I caught up on so much nerd content. I watched the entirety of Punisher Season 2.
Yes.
High-level review on that. Have you started at all?
I haven't. But I love the look. I heard it's a lot more violent, more action-packed than the last one.
It's kind of up and down. I'd say overall, like I love the Punisher series as a whole.
Yeah.
That includes Daredevil Season 2. Bernthal is just masterclass. This guy is awesome in this role. I will say, though, Season 2, a little weaker than Season 1 and weaker than Daredevil Season 2 with Punisher in it.
Oh, okay.
There's 2 dueling arcs and 2 dueling villain arcs, and they never come together the way they should, and I find myself wanting more of one than the other. Okay. That's all I'll say. So I say its weakness is that it tries to run too many parallel arcs, and you have Punisher bouncing back and forth between them, and it never really solidifies itself on exactly what it wants to do. But Bernthal's great. The whole storyline's awesome. It's violent. It's not ultra violent, but it is violent. There are some moments in there that are a bit stomach turning, but overall, yeah, I have to say, if you're gonna watch anything that Marvel Netflix stuff, Daredevil, and then right off that Punisher. That's really all you could probably skip Defenders even. It was okay.
Yeah.
But I don't know. This I had a ton of fun with.
Is there any other cameos in this one? Like we had last season, we had that little cameo. I won't spoil anything. But
There's one little cameo in it.
there is.
Yeah,
Okay.
nothing crazy.
Yeah.
It's Iron Man
Yeah, it is Iron Man and Captain America.
and Batman.
Batman, yeah. Speaking of which, though, I did have an opportunity as well, as I promised.
Yes.
I jumped
Nice.
into Titans.
Let's hear it.
Well, yeah, what do you think?
So I watched the first 2 episodes,
Yeah.
and you know what? I liked it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Nice.
My biggest problem is, and this is maybe something that general audiences struggle with too, with comic book movies in general, is that I found myself questioning. I kind of know who these people are from Teen Titans Go.
Yeah.
I don't really know where this is going. I feel like I should know who these characters are because there's probably some reference to comic books. So I was in my head a little bit too much.
Right.
Yeah.
But I really like the Dick Grayson stuff. To
Okay.
me-
Oh, he's
to me-
fantastic.
To me, that's the standard.
His flashbacks and all that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really good stuff.
Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to continuing with this and getting towards, like you said, when we get Jason Todd
Yeah,
involved
man.
in this.
That's
So
what heats up.
it's something that I would have been hesitant to jump into before, but because I had the time, I'm gonna follow through with this one. It may be a
Nice.
bit more spaced out than say watching Punisher or whatever,
Right.
but it's something that I'm gonna continue with. So I'm happy I
Nice.
got into
Do
it.
you feel the tone of it?
Yeah, I did. You know, I didn't find any of that off-putting by
Nice.
any means.
Yeah.
It seemed to fit kind of that DC tone. It was very dark.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, gritty, grounded type sort of thing.
Right.
But yeah, I think it's something I'm going to stick with.
Cool.
And just try to follow through until it picks up, right?
Yeah.
I always say with TV shows, comic books, whatever, the first episode has to hook me enough to want to do it, to follow it through. And I'm there. I'm willing to give these characters a bit more. If I'm not there by episode 4 or 5,
Yeah.
I'll probably drop off. But I will give it 5 episodes.
Nice,
Nice.
nice. And it's nice at least this show being like, what, 11, 10 episodes as
Yeah.
opposed to like a 22 episode
Exactly.
Arrow or Flash, right?
Yeah,
So,
exactly.
Nice.
Not a huge amount of time commitment, too.
yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I also watched MI6, which was one of the
So
films on the
good.
list that we didn't quite go, or that I didn't quite get to for the year end. It doesn't really displace anything for me.
Yeah.
And the whole twist was telegraphed from the second.
Is this
Oh.
Mission Impossible?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can we talk about
No.
Oh, have you
I
not seen it
haven't
yet?
seen it. No.
It was on your box office, right?
I know. Yeah,
Man.
I took it and I didn't even see it.
Oh,
I
just
support
maybe
your
would have
box
won.
office.
Maybe I would have won if that
Maybe.
$12 extra.
Yeah. Speaking of which, congratulations, Troy.
Yeah.
Oh, cheers. Yeah,
Yeah,
thanks, y'all.
Yeah, he's the box office 2018 box office champion.
Oh, so
Yeah.
now what do we got to give him as a reward?
We gotta give him a movie
Yeah.
and I think food.
Oh, okay. It's like a dinner and a movie. It's like
I
a
think
date.
so.
You gotta
Nice.
take Troy out on a date.
Yeah.
Okay.
So once we find time after all the kids are born.
Yeah, exactly.
So
Whenever-
maybe
2021?
for Birds of Prey 2,
Yeah.
we'll go hook you up.
It'll be a wash across the board by then.
Yeah.
For all of us, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, that was good. And
Yeah.
also, I gotta give a shout out to you, Sunjay. This is a big one for me.
Oh, what happened?
You picked up Captain America 4K Steelbook.
That's right.
Captain America #1, the first Avenger.
Yeah.
So you hooked it up.
Yeah, that's right. It hasn't come in yet, so I may still sell it before I give it to you.
This will complete my Cap Steelbook collection.
Oh,
Me too.
crazy.
Yeah.
'Cause you have Civil War and you have Winter Soldier.
Yeah,
What's the Winter Soldier one like, the cover?
it's got him standing on the
plane.
Yeah, on the Quinjet or whatever.
Oh, yeah, and his
Yeah,
back's turned.
Yeah, back
Yeah.
turn. Yeah.
Oh, boss.
Yeah, I
Nice.
mean, to get the Captain America #1 Steelbook on eBay, you're looking at least $200. So for Best Buy to go back and re-release this and on 4K
Yeah.
for $45, like that's a steal.
Steal of a deal.
It's a steel book of a deal. I'll
I
tell
saw
you
that
much.
coming.
Yeah.
A mile away.
Now if they
Almost, I saw that coming almost as much as I saw the twist in MI6.
Oh, really? Is that
Oh, okay.
It's funny because when I saw it too, my wife's like, yeah, I got it the whole time. And I was like, it just went right over my head. I don't know
Really?
why. I was just so engulfed with the action sequences.
Yeah.
Like,
It's good.
blew me away. But then when the twist happened, I was like, oh, okay.
It's-
You know what it is? I always look at Henry Cavill as just like,
Okay,
it's not
wait.
him and it's not her. I'm just,
Never
mind. Never mind.
The twist though.
Yeah.
Like the thing with the whole the film is good.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's quite 97%.
Oh, okay.
I
Yeah,
wouldn't say. To me, it's not it's good. It's worth a watch. It's not like a standout amongst action films to me
Yeah.
though.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
I don't
Okay.
know, and maybe it's because I'm not as invested in the whole from Ghost Protocol forward, because
Oh,
it ties
really?
everything up, right?
Yeah,
I
yeah.
presume. I remember I've seen them all, but I don't remember.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it was good.
Cool. Cool.
That makes it sound like it wasn't good. It was good. I enjoyed it.
When I find time, I'll give it a watch.
Yeah, you should. You should.
Do you have it? You have the steelbook, right?
No, I took
Coming
it back because it had a huge scratch across the front, and then it was sold out. And I could get it again, but then so many others came out that I was like, you know what? I don't have like the other Mission Impossible steelbooks, so I'll get the regular
okay.
release on like Black Friday when it's like half price.
Yeah.
It's not like a go and get.
No, it's good. You know,
Yeah.
hey, you can see it in 2021 when we buy Troy's movie pass.
Yeah.
When we're done raising
Yeah.
our children. Well, at least the first 2 years of them.
You're on your own now. You're 2 years old.
You're good. Fend for yourself.
Yeah.
I'm sure animals in the wild fend for themselves.
Oh,
after
at 2
some-
years old, yeah, they're out like
Yeah.
hunting and fishing and putting
Here-
together.
We're
like-
gonna coddle these kids probably till they're 35.
Yeah.
All right, guys, that's it for me. I had an absolute blast for the last 2 weeks in Nerd. You know, I also caught up on Infinity War stuff. Shout out to Carlos DM.
Yeah.
He hooked me up with issue number 2, and I found issue number 5 in London.
Oh, nice. You're
Nice.
So
good.
I've got the whole run. I just finished issue 5 before you guys walked in.
Nice.
Oh,
A
nice.
couple of them almost caught up there.
Nice.
It's been a fantastic week of catching up for me.
Oh
And
man.
it feels so good to finally be, you know, up there with the Netflix series and all that. I feel good. I feel
Well,
great.
okay, I'm not gonna spoil anything here, but what do you think of the reveal without telling me anything? But what do you think of the reveal in Infinity Wars?
Infinity Wars. Oh,
the-
of the character.
Yeah,
Of Requiem.
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Ah,
Yeah.
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 It's, yeah.
Right.
I would look. It's.
It was predictable.
I wouldn't say predictable, but when it happened, I was like, okay, that's not as dramatic as I thought it was gonna be.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's it didn't like knock me off my chair or anything like
Yeah.
that. I like actually as it's progressed.
Okay.
It's made more and more sense as to why they're doing it this way.
The motives. Like for what she's doing?
motives, and also how it parallels, particularly Infinity Gauntlet.
Okay.
It's really cool how they evolve it all.
Yeah. And I was kind of connecting.
Yeah.
Some things. Okay.
Yeah, it pulls a lot of pieces in from previous stuff, but it does pull a lot from the film, like Infinity War.
Yeah.
It relies a lot on relationships from that film. It pulls into this and pushes them the same way that Infinity War did.
Well, that's what they're kind of doing with the Marvel stuff now, right? They're really kind of pulling, as opposed from the movies pulling from the comics. It's kind of like the other way around
Yeah.
now, where
Yeah.
the comics are pulling from the movies.
Yeah, there you see a lot more influence of the
That
movies.
synergy almost, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's fine. That's getting people in. You're seeing even Groot's gone back to like proper big Groot, and the Guardians are. It's good stuff. It's good cosmic storytelling.
Yeah.
You get Adam Warlock in there,
Yeah.
all kinds of crazy stuff.
Yeah.
Even the warp stuff, like the Infinity
Did you like
Warps.
the...
I didn't read any of the individual
Oh, okay.
books.
Oh, okay.
But the whole concept of it,
Yeah.
at the like from what I heard about it, I was like, this probably isn't for me.
Right.
I like what they've done.
Okay.
And we
Yeah.
can talk offline because I don't
Cool,
want to spoil
cool.
anything. 'Cause
Yeah,
there's
yeah,
actually
yeah.
some really cool stuff in there and how it parallels Infinity Gauntlet and what happened in there.
Right.
You're seeing it that reflected in this book a lot. It's
Nice.
it's good stuff.
Nice.
Yeah, it's definitely a pickup.
Cool.
All right, guys, let's talk a little bit about Oscar nominations.
Yes.
Now, every year when this comes around, when this rolls around, we like to talk a little bit about the Oscars. This isn't really Star Wars, Marvel, World, DC, but it is part of that film world. And one film in particular here that has been one of our main focus this year is Black Panther.
Yeah.
This thing
Yeah.
racked up 7 nominations,
Whew.
unprecedented for a comic book
Is
film.
that a record?
It is a record for comic
Comic
book films.
films.
Oh, okay.
Lord of the Rings, I think, holds the record.
Yeah,
for most
11
noms.
or something like
Yeah.
that.
Oh,
crazy.
wow.
Yeah.
But this in particular, so it got your kind of bulk standard for big comic book film and best production design, sound mixing, sound editing, best costume, best score. I'm not sure if a comic book film has been on that best score yet, because last year or 2 years ago it was best adapted
think
screenplay.
Maybe
Dark Knight?
Superman the movie?
Oh, yeah.
Superman the movie?
must
Okay.
have,
I
yeah.
like to say that. I don't know 100%, but if there was one other one, I think it would be that one.
Superman the movie. That was John Williams' score
John
too.
Williams.
Yeah,
Yeah, that
yeah.
makes a lot of sense.
But I can't confirm or deny.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So and then best picture is the big one.
Yeah.
Right? What do you guys think of this? What do you guys think of Black Panther getting the nomination in this field that we have with all these other films? Do you guys think this deserves the nomination? I'm putting you kind of in the hot seat right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Should this be in contention for the best film of the year? Sunjay, what are your thoughts?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I 100% think it should be in contention. I haven't seen every movie this year, and some of those movies you were mentioning alongside it that you watch, like the Oscar films, I haven't seen them. So I can't compare it to those films, but I
Right.
can compare it to the films I have seen.
Right.
And, while I didn't have it as my number one movie of the year, it's pretty high up there. And I would definitely say it deserves the nomination. I mean, a lot of people will say, well, The Dark Knight wasn't nominated. And I'm like, yeah, but you can't go back and change the past. And
Different
each year is different. You're right.
Yeah.
Right? So, like, maybe one year a film gets nominated, whereas in a stronger year it wouldn't, and vice versa. So, I'm excited. It's about time we broke down that barrier of no comic book films being nominated. Hopefully, this is like sets a precedence.
Yep.
And next year, with some other films come out that are really like highly regarded, like The Joker or Shazam or Birds of Prey, or just pulling off the top of my head here, Wonder Woman 84. One of those
It could
got
happen.
nominated. Yeah, I mean, I hope this isn't just a one and done. I hope this is like a recurring thing.
Yeah.
Because I think it deserves it, and I think other comic book films in the past have deserved it as well. But I'm glad that we finally got that first Best Picture nomination.
Yeah. Well, going back to The Dark Knight, I guess we got to thank The Dark Knight because that's what made the Oscars break down to 10.
That's
picks
right.
in the first place, right? So that's pretty good on their part. But yeah, Black Panther, man, all day. Wakanda forever. I'm so glad it is where it is because it's really hard for a movie to come out in February or January and have legs to last to even get a recognition for the Oscars. Normally you get Oscar-baited films coming out September, November, December. Because this thing's been out for so long and it's in there. So that's a huge success. The nominees, the other categories like score and costume design, like that's great for me. I just love it. I think this movie's done wonders. I think it definitely deserves to be up there, especially with a couple other films that I have seen. I think there's a couple other movies that could have even also been in the top 10 because there's only 8, I think, isn't there?
Oh, that's
so I guess
strange.
the way it works is that there's 10 films allowed in the category, but those films have to meet a certain threshold of votes to get in there.
Okay.
So there could be 5 films in there, there could be 10, but those films have to reach a certain threshold to actually get into that category.
Gotcha.
Right.
Yeah. So, and I'm right there with you guys. I think Black Panther, this thing, is genre defining.
Yeah.
It broke down a lot of barriers. We looked at the Screen Actor Guild Awards. It won for Best Ensemble, Best Cast. So this thing is setting a precedence here. It did that for the genre and is doing that for these awards. Usually, and you refer to it as Oscar bait films, right? Usually you could probably pick on the top of your head the first 5 films are going to land into the fold for Best Picture. Now, this film is really divergent from that.
Yeah.
It takes off. So there was discussion of the Oscars adding a different category in the same way the Golden Globes do to compensate for films like Black Panther, like say an Infinity War or something to that effect that have these really great high scores and really well received by critics and audiences alike, but don't find themselves into this because they're not your classic Best Picture film nominations. Yeah. I like the Black Panthers in here. It's the right film to take this first step forward.
Yeah.
And it doesn't have to be every year we get comic book film in there, but having this in there is important because the quality is there and it sets the precedence. That's what's key for me here. And it's deserving of being there. It's not just there to set a precedence. Don't get me wrong. It's there because it deserves to be there. The only thing I think there's a bit of a snub on is I think maybe Coogler should have gotten a nod.
Yeah.
For Best Director.
Yeah. Well,
that actually shocked me.
Well, I also go with Michael B too for his performance.
Yeah.
I could even go in there, but I totally agree because it's really weird this season for the best noms. We have a lack of Best Pictures with the equal Best Director.
Yeah,
the only one you have both in there.
Bradley Cooper wasn't even nominated.
Exactly.
No.
I think we
Spike
have
Lee for Black Klansman
and Roma.
Yeah, you got and also Adam McKay for Vice.
Exactly.
Yeah. So this Coogler seemed like to me a standout there for a guy that comes in and directs something that huge,
right,
and that genre defining. Is to me there's something I don't know why he didn't get that nom.
I don't know, but he's 3 for 3 in my book still. He's
awesome.
Fruitvale and Creed and this. He's fantastic.
Yeah. It's gonna be interesting to watch this. Do you think it's gonna win?
My wife and I were just talking about this. It's tough because I feel like the predictable one, the very Oscar baited one, is Roma.
Yeah.
I feel like, even though I didn't really care that much for the film, but I think it's a toss up maybe between Bohemian Rhapsody and Green Book.
Yeah,
Green Book is fantastic. It's good.
That surprises me because you look at Bohemian Rhapsody on Rotten Tomatoes. Not that they're like the be all end all.
Yeah.
But normally like Oscar nominated films are like your 80s, your 90s percent. It's sitting at like 63, 62%.
Yeah.
Like when was the last time you saw a film that low? I don't know what it is, but like that low get nominated for Best Picture. It's been a while.
It's interesting. I don't know if there was something going on with the director leaving, Bryan Singer, because he didn't get to finish the film, and there's some controversy going on with him.
Time.
Yeah.
Right. But I mean, Rami Malek has kind of been waving the flag for this whole not franchise, but for this film because
wait for the sequel.
He got best actor at Golden Globes, and he also got best actor at the SAGs.
Yeah.
Right? So I don't know.
Yeah. Is he a shoo-in, do you think?
Ooh, it's tough, man. Viggo Mortensen's fantastic in Green Book, and then we also have
Christian Bale.
I was gonna say Rocket Raccoon.
Yeah.
Bradley Cooper.
Bradley Cooper. Yeah, Christian Bale. He plays Vice President.
And I
Dick
think
Cheney.
it's gonna be him. I've yet to see Vice, but I've heard he's incredible, and the makeup kind of helps a little bit too to sell that character.
Nice.
Yeah, it's interesting, and your dude Spider-Man.
Yeah.
racking up another nomination here. To me, for best animated, the Into the Spider-Verse is somewhat of a shoe. And you get Incredibles 2, Isle of Dogs, Wreck-It Ralph Breaks the Internet, and Ralph Breaks the Internet, and Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. So
Wow.
if Into the Spider-Verse doesn't win,
I think Isle of Dogs could be the only competitor.
Yeah.
Because like that director has a lot lot from the Oscar crowd.
Wes Anderson, yeah.
Yeah.
Fantastic Mr. Fox.
Yeah.
Oh, so good. I wanted to see Isle of Dogs as well, but
Well, if you want to borrow it, let me know.
do you have it?
I do, but I haven't seen it yet.
Of course not. Now, swinging back to you, Sunjay, here.
Yes.
Black Panther,
Yes.
gonna win?
No.
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 I don't think so.
I want it to win. It'd be cool to see it win. But unfortunately, I just don't think so. I
Yeah.
think this is a good first step, but I think the Oscar people are still a little hesitant to make it win. You know what I mean? Like, to me, out of all the films that are nominated, it's my favorite. It's the only one I've seen. So, but I just can't see it winning. But I wanted to. Like, I'm cheering for it. But I just don't know. I'm gonna say no.
Yeah, it's I agree with you guys. I don't think it's gonna win.
Yeah.
It brings a nice mix to it all, though.
Yeah.
You know, it's got a representation there, because that's something that's commonly missed, is a film that is critically well received, audience well received, does really big numbers at the box office. You don't see them generally in here.
No.
So, like, not only does it push for the diversity of film and cast, but it's also diversifying all this. So,
Well, speaking of box office, I mean, Bohemian Rhapsody is close to even breaking the billion itself.
Yeah,
Which is crazy.
that's
So we've got
crazy.
2 Oscar films in there that are just pumping the money right now.
Oh yeah, because like the last couple years, they've just been films that no one's seen.
yeah.
Well, I mean, you had La La Land and all that.
Yeah,
too.
but still, it's not like your Avatars anymore. Like
No.
that got nominated for Best Picture back in the
Yeah,
day.
it was
Did it really?
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
battling Hurt Locker,
Yeah.
because it was his ex-wife that directed
James
Hurt Locker.
Cameron's, yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Do you
right.
guys have any snubs that like you saw a movie and you're like, oh, like that didn't get nominated for a specific category?
You know, to be honest with you, I haven't seen enough probably Oscar baity films. And all the films I've seen this year have been all concentrated either animation or kind of this world that we live in.
Yeah.
There's nothing to me that seems like a huge standout. Like when you go to the typical categories like visual effects, right? Infinity War is in there, Christopher Robin, First Man, Ready Player One, and Solo Star Wars Story.
Christopher Robin.
They look pretty good, though.
I saw it.
Yeah.
For visual effects, they're not groundbreaking by any sense.
No.
Like
No.
Pooh and all that, they're good.
Yeah.
Like it's flawless, it's seamless, but it's not enough, I don't think, to be in here. Like I think I know where you're going with this.
My man, Aquaman. How does he not like? They built an entire underwater world.
But the thing is, too, with the Oscars, right? They have like the category of people that are voting for best visual effects are visual effects artists themselves, right? So if they don't think it's good, they don't think it's good.
Yeah.
So it's not as a bunch of like just snobby people like, oh, we don't like Aquaman.
We don't like
Sweet.
the fish man.
You know what I mean? So,
It's interesting, like the criteria that's set up for something like visual effects.
Yeah.
Is it how well it's integrated? Was Aquaman just too much visual effects? When you look at something like the prequels, was there just I don't know if they ever got nominated, but was there just too much of it? Like, because when you look at some of these films like Solo Star Wars Story, a lot of that was practical, right?
Yeah.
There's some visual effects like the conveyor scene and a few others, but nothing that's like hugely standout to me in Star Wars. It's just really well integrated. This seamless nature of film and CGI. Ready Player One, that had a ton of visual effects.
Fantastic, yeah.
Like that whole film was built off that.
for sure. Well, I think like you mentioned, seamless is the key thing. I think they're looking at some. Like, I'm not a visual effects guy by any means, but I think some of the things they're looking at is CGI that's so good that we don't even notice, that we don't even talk about it. Like,
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I feel like Solo, you did mention there's a lot of practical, but I feel like there's a lot of stuff in there that we have no idea was even
What's
visual.
the layers, right?
You know?
And that's where we don't recognize.
Exactly.
Is when they look up and pan up to the Star Destroyers, and then or the skyline and behind everything. That's not practical.
Yeah.
Like, that's all layers, but you don't even think about
Exactly.
that anymore.
Yeah.
You're like, okay,
Yeah.
that's cool. That's Corellia. I'm just gonna buy this and go with it. Like you don't even question it.
100. Yeah.
Really, realistically, the only time you question CGI is when it's bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right? Or it's poor, it doesn't land. Like even Black Panther.
Yeah.
Best picture nomination, but that fight at the end isn't stellar. Like that the CGI,
Yeah.
the end of Infinity War even. We got Bruce Banner and
Oh.
that.
Yeah,
That-
just like
those
one
are-
or two scenes in Infinity War. Like everything else was fantastic,
Yeah.
but like one
Seamless.
or two,
You
yeah,
can
with
tell
the
when they
Thanos.
added stuff.
yeah, the
Yeah,
Thanos
exactly.
stuff,
Yeah.
You can tell where they spent the money. And First Man, I haven't seen it yet. I want to see it, but to me, there's probably not a ton of CGI that you can see. Like you know that the Hulkbuster is not there.
Yeah.
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 Right? You know that these aliens. It's difficult because you look at Ready Player One, it's on one side, Aquaman's on that side,
Yeah.
and you go to Christopher Robin or First Man, and it's on the complete opposite side.
Yeah.
So it's I think it's about being seamless, where you watch a movie and don't think about it.
Yeah. Like Gravity that year.
Yeah.
Too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't think about stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You just assume that, yeah, sure, it's space. Whatever.
Exactly.
There's tons of layers of CGI in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So are you guys going to watch this? You going to check out the Oscars, the hostless Oscars this year?
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. Yeah, that was the sauce. Yeah, no, 100%. I'm gonna check that out. One quick thing I have for a snub. It's not really a snub, but I feel like Mahershala Ali could have also been there for Best Actor as well. He's in the supporting list, I believe.
Yeah, for
but I
Green
feel like that film, it's a little bit more Vigos, but you could have had them both in there for Best
Fair.
Actor.
Yeah.
Cool.
And I mean, put Spider-Verse in there for
Yeah.
Best Picture. Why
That'd
not?
be cool. First one since
Yeah.
Beauty and the Beast animated film.
Right?
That would have been.
Oh,
Yeah.
Snubs, I'm going to go 8th grade. I thought that was like a fantastic. It was kind of like Lady Bird that made it last year, but I think this one was actually better.
So like Edge of 17?
Yeah.
Nice.
I actually think this one was better than Edge of 17.
Really?
Yeah,
Okay,
it was
you got my
really good.
attention.
Yeah,
You got my
it was
attention. I'm gonna
really
check it out.
good.
Yeah.
I think that should have been nominated. And Burt Reynolds for Last Movie Star. I think he should have been nominated. It was a small movie, didn't make like a ton of money, but I think, they integrated clips from his past movies and him before he passed away. I think it would have been a nice nomination. Maybe I'm a little bit sentimental, but I think he did a fantastic job in that. So those are my snubs, besides Aquaman.
Yeah.
Fish Boy.
And I guess we could give a shout out to our dude Adam Driver. Ben
Yeah,
Stiller
Black
himself.
Klansman.
Yeah, Black Klansman.
He's
got a
in there,
nomination.
right? For
Yeah, nomination
supporting?
for Best Supporting.
Yeah, he's
Okay.
good.
So Black Klansman, when I first heard of this, I was like, I think I've seen this before. It's the Chappelle Show
I
skit.
knew you were gonna say.
Right?
I was waiting
right?
for it.
I was like, this is
I
from
was waiting
Chappelle
for it.
Show.
Oh,
I
that's
was like, Dave
hilarious.
Chappelle predicted the future.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
took a skit and made it bigger, right?
Oh, yeah. Did you ever see like his Netflix special? When he was talking about how he's pissed that Key and Peele had to do a show and he had to watch it for the last like 2 years.
Oh, no.
Yeah. It's fantastic. I love Chappelle.
Yeah, Chappelle is something else. He hit pretty hard in kind of our early youth there, or
Yeah.
Yeah.
like early teens or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Chappelle
and-
Show on DVD.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
it's
he's back. I
huge.
mean, he's in Starsborn. I mean, he has a little good cameo.
Oh,
there.
really?
Yeah, really good.
Nice,
Yeah.
nice.
Very good. Yeah, so exciting times. I'm gonna watch the Oscars as well. Me and the wife like to sit down and watch
Yeah.
these award shows and see what goes on. I don't know. Some people think it's a bit pretentious or whatever,
Yeah.
but I'm cool with it.
I love it,
Yeah,
man.
whatever.
Like it's a lot of self patting on the back and all
Yeah.
that, but cool. Yeah, I think honoring these films that have done well, it's good. It's good. Every industry should have something
For
like
sure.
this. Maybe not on the scale, but yeah, whatever. We focus so much time on this stuff, and to me it's interesting. I
It's
like
the
watching
acting Super Bowl.
stuff. Yeah,
You
Yeah,
know?
that's true. That's true.
Yeah.
When is this thing again?
it's mid-February, I think,
Oh,
mid to end
okay.
February.
I probably will not be watching it, but you never know.
Yeah,
They are struggling for views, for ratings.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
tough.
Big thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and
They should
that's-
get Jason Momoa to host.
Yeah, my man, he just stands there throwing chairs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Breaking Tridents.
Yeah, where's the Aquaman?
Yeah.
And nominated for Best Picture is Aquaman.
I would be so pumped.
Now, speaking about Super Bowl,
Yeah.
it is the what do you want to call it? The pinnacle of sports?
I think North American sports
North
for
American
sure.
sports? Yeah, definitely. I'm not a big football guy myself. Not
Didn't
at
you
all.
play football growing up?
I did play football growing up.
And yet you don't watch? You just...
No, I don't know. I just could never commit every single Sunday to something other than reading comic books.
Yeah. I hear you.
But usually with Super Bowl, it's got one of the highest audience views in all of the year
Yeah.
with regards to, eyes on TV screens. My wife and I watch Super Bowl every year. We don't watch any football. We like the halftime show.
Yeah.
The whole idea of it's great. But we usually get big trailers dropping. You think in the past, last year we got Solo Star Story was the first one we got
Right,
that.
yeah.
I believe all of the Star Wars trailers have dropped something at this point in time in and around the Super Bowl. We got Infinity War last year. It's always a time. I remember going and watching the original Avengers unfinished trailer
Wow.
in Super Bowl, whatever, 2012 it would have been.
And then Avengers came out that following year.
Yeah, that year. Like, so it would have been February or January of 2012.
Yeah.
And Avengers came out in May.
Wow.
That's
That was their
crazy.
first trailer?
I think it was the second trailer, actually.
Oh, okay.
But there's a scene with the Chitauri when they're going down one of the roads in New York, and it's shooting, and there's cars blowing up. But in the trailer, if you go back to it, there's no Chitauri's ship.
Oh.
It's just cars blowing up.
Oh,
The CGI wasn't
so
finished.
they've been doing it from the jump.
Yeah.
Marvel.
Yeah.
All right.
Nice.
Nice.
From the jump, yeah. So, what do you guys think is going to drop? Now, Deadline's kind of outlined a few different things here. One being that we're not getting an episode 9 trailer. Apparently.
Boo.
So, don't expect that, guys. They may drop something on this. I'm actually surprised that Star Wars isn't dropping something. But what would you guys like to see other than a Star Wars Episode 9 trailer? Is there anything you need to see to get you more hyped? Or are you cool with everything? Like,
Captain Marvel. I need
Yeah?
to see more to get hyped
Yeah.
for it, man. Because you and I were talking back and forth, I think, a couple episodes back, whether that last one we saw was an actual trailer or not. I think you said it wasn't. It was more of like a
sneak
clip.
Yeah, look.
Right. So I'm hoping we get our final trailer, one that will put this movie up to $1 billion. And I hope we get
I hope it's all overseas. Like, I hope it bombs in North America and then overseas it just kills it. So you're like,
Yeah,
why?
because let's just take a little pause here. I'm going to take a quick tangent. The entirety of the Twitter gang,
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
everyone in the Commonwealth, has thrown all of their support in the 2019 box office fantasy pool directly behind Troy.
I know. I kind of feel a little bit insulted.
Me too.
Right? Like, maybe we should team up. Do you want to, like, do trades so that way one of us wins and we
Let's
can
just
just
stack
throw...
it up.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's done. That's done.
I'll trade you Lion King for future considerations.
Future
Oh,
consideration.
well, you still have a jump for Jumanji, right?
That's
Possibly.
right. Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
that could be in 2020, so I might have to pick a new film.
Yeah. The
Yeah.
only one that supported me was our dude Grabs.
Grabs. Yeah,
Grabs.
G.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
he's quite
Yeah.
pleased about that Shazam. But anyways, I just want to throw it out there that
Yep.
you guys are probably wrong. Throwing all your support behind Troy just feels
They just want to back a
insulting.
winner.
The three M's, man. The 3 M's.
Yeah.
I feel like they're like Infinity Stones right
Yeah.
now.
Just
Hopefully.
collecting.
I didn't
No, but
realize-
box
you have
office
that's the Disney movies, man, because you guys have the Lion King,
Yeah.
the
Toy Story
Frozen
4.
2, like those
Yeah.
are powerhouses.
Episode 9. Let's not forget. I know
Oh,
it
yeah,
didn't, do,
absolutely,
yeah,
didn't do
exactly.
Sunjay really well.
Oh yeah, let's take Solo. No one's ever failed with Star Wars. Black Panther, nah, nah.
Whoops. We were wrong. So,
Hey.
is there something you want to see?
Uh,
I don't know. I think Warner Brothers is more or less sitting out.
they always set out.
Yeah.
Toy Story 4,
Um,
maybe. That'd be cool.
Yeah, I think
That'd be
there's gonna be.
cool.
We haven't got a proper trailer. They just debuted a Bo Peep thing.
Yeah.
Ah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I'm
so
gonna
very
say
Ray-like.
Lion
Yeah.
King.
Lion King.
Yeah, we need another
Ooh.
Lion King. Frozen 2. Maybe It Chapter 2. Maybe a Joker trailer. Maybe just all the films
Joker
that
would
I
be
take.
cool. I think too soon for
Too soon.
it.
There's
Not the right-
WB always sits
Not the
it
right
out.
forum for a Joker trailer. I don't think.
Yeah. I think it's more like
I guess what is it a wrong forum? Probably not.
But you know what? DC's hot right now, right?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
the success of Aquaman. I was gonna say Wonder Man, Aquaman, and then we just got the Shazam trailer that we'll talk about a little bit,
Yeah.
and then we also got the Birds of Prey. So like they're on that DC train right now.
yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe like pregame, but they normally like even with BVS they only had those like Turkish airline ads with like go to Metropolis, go
Yeah.
to Gotham.
That was
so,
confusing too.
Yeah.
yeah.
What about Endgame?
I would love that.
Do you need?
I
I don't
don't
need
think it
anymore.
needs it though.
It's so expensive. Like to get a 30-second thing on Super Bowl is what 6-7 million, probably even more now. You think about like the marketing budget. You have 100 million. You're gonna really put like 10-15%?
But like your eyes on footage.
But-
right?
How much is it? Sorry for
30 seconds. I think it's like I'm gonna say 10 million now. Like it must be. Like,
incredible.
So they make that on like a Thursday night with like one of their
by
Marvel
That's
movies.
by
true,
7
yeah.
p.m.
Right?
Yeah. Okay, like Endgame, fair enough.
Yeah.
But like some of the other films.
It's just eyes on, right? Like that's you're gonna get your. It's beyond YouTube, beyond everything, right?
Yeah.
It's good. But to me, I think there will be an Endgame trailer. I think there will be a Captain Marvel trailer. Disney is usually quite present at the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
We'll probably get, just looking at this Deadline article, Aladdin, Dumbo, Toy Story 4. I would love an Endgame trailer.
Mhm.
But my fear is that I'm kind of excited to not know a lot.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
And, the nature of what we do here and
Yeah.
being so enveloped in these universes is that we have a tendency to watch these things. I used to not watch all the trailers.
Yeah.
But I'm hoping
Yeah. What
that...
happened to those days?
I don't know. That was
Shoot,
years
that's
ago,
right.
man.
Yeah. Now you're done with that.
That was before we need the content. So I think we will get an Endgame trailer, but I'm hoping Feige's sticking to his word and only
Yeah.
showing us the first 20 minutes.
yeah.
Like, they really don't need to show us more. Maybe show us Rocket and a few others that we know are alive.
Yeah.
Little bit another Ant-Man quippy thing at the end.
That'd be cool.
Don't
Hawkeye
need a whole
even.
much.
Yeah.
Don't need a whole bunch for me. So it's gonna be interesting. I love watching this. We could also see Hobbs and Shaw.
I was just gonna say.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure,
I
for
think
sure.
that's like
Something
almost
from
a
The Rock.
guaranteed. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that'll give you a little bit of a boost there,
Hope
Troy.
so.
That
Hope
Hobbs and
so.
Shaw, Fast and Furious spinoff. So this has big implications for the box office fantasy draft because we're gonna get a real first look at a lot of these films in a big way.
Yeah.
And we'll see how this goes.
Nice.
It's always
Who's
exciting.
performing?
I do not know.
Maroon 5, I think.
Maroon
Is
5.
it Maroon 5?
Yeah, I think so.
Do love me some Maroon 5.
Or
Nice.
just the
I
main
thought someone
guy.
from ATL from Atlanta. Huh.
Because it is in Atlanta.
Don
Yeah.
Glover.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
that'd
was
be
gonna
dope.
say yeah.
Yeah, that'd be dope.
Yeah, I think it's. I don't know.
I love
knows?
Maroon 5 though. That'd be cool.
Yeah.
We're just freaking out. Oh my god, an end game trailer.
freaking.
And then Patriots, which is Chris Evans, my new Caps.
Oh,
team.
yeah?
Okay,
It's
so
his
you're
team.
going Patriots?
I'll go Patriots. Yeah.
Are you Patriots?
Everyone's
or
gonna hate me
Rams?
for that.
Who is it between Patriots and who?
Los Angeles Rams.
Is Manny play for Patriots? Is it Manny?
No, it's
That's the other guy. Brady, sorry.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh, let's just edit this all out. I don't know anything about football.
All your football hates to get. If you have any football questions, ask Troy
Ask
the boy.
me, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll go for Evans, of course. Cap.
Yeah.
So Patriots.
Make it 3 for 3. I do not like the Rams. I do not like them. Sam, I am. So I am going for the Patriots.
There you go.
Nice.
Yeah.
It is down.
Nice.
Trifecta. Full support.
The Nerd Room Sports Talk.
Yeah.
it is.
Welcome to the locker room.
Yeah. The locker room. I like it.
Right? That should be our sports spinoff show.
The
Jock
locker room.
talk.
Jock talk.
Jock Talk.
There it is. There's something for you to do.
All
while your
right. We'll
daughter's
do like a horse
born.
racing podcast. People still watch horse racing, right?
I'm sure they do.
The sport of kings. It's making a comeback.
All right, guys. Before we get into some of the DC trailer stuff, let's talk a little bit about the MCU. Now,
No.
Yeah, totally threw me off my game here. Now, the MCU, we've got some of this new content coming on the Disney Plus service. One of these things being this Loki series. This is a little article that we've pushed off for weeks and weeks and weeks talking about. So there was discussion a while back about Disney actually doing a little bit of retconning, a little bit of tweaking of Loki's personal bio on their website. Now, it reads this, and this is a bit of a change, a bit of a tweak from what was originally presented in Avengers, at least how I took it. Let's see what you guys think of this. Gifted with the scepter that acted as a mind control device, Loki would be able to influence others. Unbeknownst to him, the scepter was also influencing him, fueling his hatred over his brother and inhabitants of Earth. Now, the key thing is there, people are accusing Disney of trying to soften Loki for this new Disney Plus series.
Mm-hmm.
Being that the scepter, and the key line here is the scepter was also influencing him and fueling his hatred. So implying that the scepter was driving him to be that madman that we see in Avengers. Does this change anything for you? Like, do you think they're actually trying to soften this character for the Disney Plus show so he can come off a bit more of an anti-hero? He's been played that way a little bit in subsequent movies, Thor: The Dark World, even into Ragnarok, Infinity War. Does this change anything for you guys? This is kind of slight softening, this idea that the Mind Stone is actually driving him a little mad?
I kind of find it pointless a little bit. I think it's unnecessary. I mean, I guess it's obviously to serve this story, whatever they're trying to establish.
Yeah.
They want to get the audience behind this character, like a I don't want to say Breaking Bad because that was a little more
Adult, yeah.
exactly what they're doing. So, I mean, if it serves the story, I'm up for it. But I could honestly do without the whole, was it the staff, the scepter?
Yeah.
The scepter, the Infinity Stone, persuading him to
Yeah.
have some hate against his father, his brother, Earth itself.
Yeah.
I just like Loki in the comics for just being straight up who he is. He's the god of mischief.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't need a staff to be possessing him
Yeah.
or influencing him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree. Like, I don't really think that's a good way to go with it. Like, in Avengers, he's such a great villain in there. And he's just, like, this guy that thought he was, like, above the Earthlings, you know? And it was so, like, such a powerful moment when, like, Cap stands up to him, or, like, the guy stands up to him and he's telling everyone to kneel. Like,
Oh,
I love that.
Love that.
Great.
Right? That's, like,
Yeah.
probably the best
Especially
scene in the
in-
movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And-
Powerful.
Oh, yeah. And then, like, now that he's, like, not, like, this, like, evil dude, he's just kind of, like, being, like, his mind messed with. So then, like, I don't know. I guess, like, it makes sense, because if you're going to have a show, you don't want to have a show with a guy, like, that's, like, completely evil. You know what I mean? You got to have, like, some sort of redeeming quality, and maybe this is their way to have their cake and eat it, too.
I don't know. So for me, when I read this, it doesn't change a thing.
Okay.
Because it was established in the film, in Avengers, that the scepter, the Mind Stone, which is eventually revealed to be later on in the timeline, is screws with people's heads. You see that in that room when they start fighting, right? All the Avengers start yelling at each other, everything gets warped out. And one of the implications, at least people were trying to push to this on internet, was it was actually Thanos controlling him via the Mind Stone. And that's not how it works.
Right.
Like, you can't control an Infinity Stone like that. It's established in the comics, established in the films, that you have to be wielding it to control it. So to me, all this does is it acts as an amplifier for his original motivations. So he wanted to come do this, take over the world. This just amped it up, warped his mind a little bit, and I'm fine with that.
Oh, so you're saying it's amped it up as opposed to...
It's not driving him. It says in here, it's influencing him.
Right,
so it's not saying, it's not the root cause as to why he's doing what he's doing. It's just, to me, it's just amplifying it up. You know, you see there's a step change between his character in Thor and his character in Avengers.
Right.
He's a bit crazier, he's a bit more on edge.
Yeah.
And you contribute that to the fact that he fell off the Rainbow Bridge.
Well, see, that's what I liked, is the fact that he was the adopted child and he had no idea, and he's
Yeah.
actually part of the Frost Giants and all that kind of stuff. That, for me, is enough motive for him to be whoever he is. But when you put it that way, that just kind of amplifies that, then I'm down with that. That being said, though, I can't remember if it's just the comics or if it's even in the MCU itself. When you have an Infinity Stone, doesn't it help you find the others? Like, doesn't it... Because the Infinity Stones, in a sense, all want to find each other. They all belong together.
Yeah, and that's more established in this new Infinity Wars thing.
Right, right. So it's not that in the movies, is it?
No, it's not that one draws you to the other.
No, okay.
Like that, in this new Infinity Wars comic, this event, they do draw this connection between them.
Yeah.
That they're all influencing each other in a certain way, and you need a certain aspect of another stone to really use the current stone that you have.
They've always kind of been like that in the comics.
Yeah,
right?
it's a bit tweaky, right?
Yeah.
It changes as the comic needs it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't think there's anything pre-established in the movies.
Oh, okay. So I was gonna say, if that's the case, then how come Loki didn't find the other ones before? But okay, that's cool.
Yeah,
that works. I'll take that then. I'll take the amplifying kind of aspect.
Yeah. All right, fine. You got me.
That's at least my headcanon here. And with this Disney Plus show, so looking whether they're trying to soften the character or not, I don't know if it really matters, because the rumors going around now is that this TV show is going to feature Hiddleston, but in a narration role.
Yes, like Wonder Years.
Yes, exactly. Yes, exactly. Wonder Years. And it's going to be focusing around Loki as a child. And you have potential there for Anthony Hopkins or a recast of Odin. You have the chance for now to put Thor in the film as a young Thor. So young Thor, young Loki. We've seen this in the comics, right? A young Loki. So does that... At least the original pitch, or the way it was sold, was that Hiddleston was going to be reprising this role in full form. Are you guys on board with this going back and being a major prequel to Loki's story and really investigating and getting more of a deep dive into his childhood, his adolescence maybe, and growing up with Loki? Are you guys on board with that? Or would you prefer Hiddleston back in that role and then trying to work his way into something? Because we were speculating, when's this going to take place?
Right.
They don't really want to go back and kind of reestablish different things with the character pre-Infinity War, because his story arc seemingly ends in a good fashion. He's slightly redeemed, if you can call it that, in Infinity War. What are you guys' thoughts on them going back and kind of doing a prequel in a sense for Kid Loki?
I love it. I like that aspect a lot more. It's like that, the Wonder Years, Boy Meets World kind of thing. I like that a lot, actually, to have him go back as a kid and see his struggle and his differences between Thor, because he's always been the shadow of Thor, right? So I think that's cool, especially if we can get like some kind of hints throughout the series of him being part of the Frost Giants, all that kind of stuff. It'll be really interesting to see who they cast as this kid. It'll probably be an unknown, but that kid has a lot of pressure on them to keep up with what Tom Hiddleston's already presented with us. So yeah, I'm on board with that. They're short seasons too, aren't they? These,
I don't know, it's 6 to 8 episodes, I want to say, but I'm guessing there.
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense too for Disney. Like, why not make it a kid? It just kind of suits that whole theme of theirs. So yeah, I like it.
I buy it.
Yeah. I'm there too. It's something a little different. We haven't had anything that's really particularly focused around kids.
No.
As far as, or I want to say adolescents. I don't know if they're going to go right down to 7-year-old or something like that. I prefer something in that 12 to 14
like a
window.
Baby.
Yeah,
just a baby. Just changing Frost Giant diapers.
Yeah.
I think it's cool. It's a cool way to integrate a Loki story into the MCU without really having to worry about trampling on the continuity that they've built in the films.
Yeah.
You don't have to worry about overprinting anything that Tom Hiddleston's done.
Yeah.
As far as the films, his arc, or anything like that, it stays preserved. They go back, establish different things, and the cool thing is you can bring Thor in.
Yeah.
Right? You can bring different elements of Asgard in and really focus in on that. That's where the money spend is going to be, right? Is on Asgard, on the mystical, the end. So it's going to be really cool to see how they really do this. And you get the Frigga back as well, his mom.
Nice.
So
yeah.
I don't know if the actress is coming back.
But she'd have to be back, obviously, because that's a great relationship they established in the Dark World, right?
Yeah, that's one of the best parts.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The budget will be interesting
Yeah.
for this, because Asgard, the Rainbow Bridge, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah. So there's a lot of world building you can do, especially with Asgard in there too, which will be interesting, I think. Cool. And another MCU property that they're looking to expand as well is Black Widow. Now this is something we haven't really touched on in the past, but with the establishment of characters like Wonder Woman and Captain Marvel being huge forces or huge potential forces in film, Black Widow is your natural next step. This is a character that was established in 2010 in Iron Man 2 and has seen herself really evolve into one of the top tier characters in the MCU over the past 10 years or so. I really like this character. We've seen her in almost every franchise to some degree. She's had a small-ish arc building throughout time. Age of Ultron did a bit of work to kind of help you understand who this character was, where she came from, the monster inside, if you will.
Yes.
And so expanding on some of that, I'm assuming this is going to be a prequel, but they're also talking rated R. What do you think? Is that appropriate? Kevin Feige has said in the past there's going to be no rated R MCU films, but does this fit the character of Black Widow better? We could have the Winter Soldier in there. There's been established history with those two. That would be really cool.
Yeah.
Troy, what do you think they could go with all of this as a rated R and as a character?
As a character, there's so much you can do. You can do like the whole Bourne kind of stuff going on. You
Red
can do
Room.
Red Room, better version of Red Sparrow. Was it Red Sparrow it's called?
I like that film.
But you know what? I think it's 100%, a 0% chance we get rated R. There's no way. I stand with Kevin Feige. There's no way they're going to make this rated R. We just talked about Loki and Disney even going back to make it even more kid-friendly in a sense. There's no way, especially... with Black Widow, why would they take the chance to put her out?
The violence.
Yeah.
It's not so much about F-bombs and swearing. It's about blood
for sure
and violence.
For sure.
And the budget for this would be way lower than like an Iron Man or a Cap. Because there's no like CGI. It could be more like practical.
Yeah. And I just, why Disney wants to make all the money they can possibly can. So why put this in the rated R where you're losing half of your audience now that can't see this film in theaters? It makes no sense.
I don't think there's a benefit to rated R.
There isn't.
For something like this. Just so you can get some blood splatter.
No.
Just so you can get some head cracking. To me, you can establish a lot more, and you've established what a badass she is.
Yeah.
Like, look at Winter Soldier. That's
Exactly.
a hard-hitting film.
Yeah, on the boat.
Yeah, exactly. Like, some of those shield hits, and the Cap throws a knife at a guy in his hand. Yeah. So you can do that. You just don't have to do the blood splatter. You don't have to do kind of the grotesque, over-the-line things that you see in Punisher and even in Daredevil and all that, right?
Yeah.
You just take away the blood to a degree. And I'm okay with that. I think this character has a lot of space to do expanding on Hawkeye, Winter Soldier, pre getting his brain unscrambled, Hydra. There's so much you could do here that will build out the universe without having to worry about touching anything. Yeah. So I like the idea of a prequel for Captain America more so than I do for any other character moving forward that we've pre-established. I think there's a lot they can do here. Sanjay, you right there?
No, I'm the opposite actually. Yeah. I'm all for rated R. I'm the rated R superstar.
That is you. Dark and gritty.
Yeah, I love it. If it was rated R, you have my interest right now. Black Widow film. You can do that spy shit like you guys were talking about. You make it rated R, my interest goes up tenfold.
What is it? Is it the violence?
It's just the freedom that they could do whatever they want, and they have like the confidence, and the director has a vision. I mean, I'm thinking of a film like Logan.
Yeah. If
that film was rated PG-13 or Deadpool PG-13, wouldn't have worked.
But both of those characters, to a degree, demand rated R, especially Deadpool.
Yeah, Deadpool especially.
You can't have a PG-13. Well, I guess they did it. But,
yeah, no one saw it.
Yeah, but you can't. That character demands that. Even Logan, to a degree, he can get away with it.
Yeah.
But that Berserker Logan is rated R.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is Black Widow rated R?
I mean, I've never read her comics, but I could totally see how it could be, like a darker James Bond kind of thing, where they just take it one step further. This budget would probably be 50 million, 60 million. I'm guessing it won't be that high.
Our film, like Mission Impossible 6, isn't rated R.
No.
None of those James Bonds are rated R.
Yeah, but it seems like it's more like contemporary
we don't need the John
times.
Wick. Like John Wick's rated R, but
yeah,
it doesn't need to go to John Wick. Or what's the other one? Blonde.
Atomic Blonde.
Atomic Blonde. Like, it doesn't need to go there, does it?
Yeah, but I mean, you think of like the 80s and 90s, some of the best like sci-fi action films were all rated R. It's just like recently it's been this
one
trend.
or two. I can't think of any.
Terminator 2.
It was R?
Was
I'm
Predator?
pretty
I think
sure
Predator
was R.
Yeah.
Just like the freedom to swear. The
T2 was R.
maybe
T1 was.
T1, I'm
for
pretty sure, but T2 maybe PG-13.
Actually, no, maybe T2 was too.
It is pretty
might
like
have been.
groundbreaking for
That's
its time.
crazy.
It might have been. I'm pretty sure
Yeah.
the first two actually might have been.
Yeah, I think they were
rated R.
both rated R,
Oh,
and
my-
like
my apologies. I would have never have guessed
RoboCop
that.
was rated R, and then they made it PG-13. Like, there's been a bunch of films, like horror films especially too.
But rated R 2000 or 1990s, whatever it was.
Yeah, the 80s there's completely different.
PG-13, PG maybe.
Yeah.
2019.
Yeah.
You know, so,
Right.
like that barometer's has changed a lot.
I think
Yeah.
for violence,
Yeah.
for sure, yeah.
We're way too
But, like,
desensitized.
Swears and stuff.
But to me, that doesn't like. I'm a fan of the X-Men using their one F-bomb
Yeah, I love
per
it.
film that's
Yeah.
allowed under PG-13.
Yeah.
It's always really well used.
It's all Wolverine.
And I'm a big fan of that. But do you need that? Like, will Black Widow drop an F-bombs? Will that change anything? Like, to me, that
Exactly.
doesn't make the movie better.
And it doesn't get an extra million people in the scenes.
No, and but it detracts from a film like Deadpool, right? Like where you need that swearing in there. You
Yeah.
need that ability to have someone's head blow up. Like that's just part of the character.
Yeah.
I don't know because I can see where you'd want it for the dark,
The Punisher, the
Yeah.
Wolverine, the
but
Blade.
even like Black Widow, you can take her dark. But does it have to be so dark to rated R? I'm just not there. I don't see the value in it for what you lose, and you have to completely change the character too. Like she hasn't been
Yeah.
established as a hard R character.
Terminator
Yeah.
2 rated R. Just check.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I would have never have guessed that.
Yeah.
Interesting.
The
Good on you, man.
T1000, right?
Yeah.
Bad man. Or
There's
bot.
nothing in there
Yeah.
that's
Oh, the violence, the like.
not
Isn't there
that
like
violent.
the scene? It's been a while since I've seen it, but there's like, don't people faces get melted off? Like, and then there's like the exoskeletons underneath.
melted in Indiana Jones, right?
Yeah,
You
maybe
can-
that's rated R.
It's definitely not. But like, which one is it? Yeah, it's Raiders Lost Ark. When they open up the Ark and the guys, they all melt
Yeah.
Oh,
right
really?
in front of you.
Yeah.
It's wax, but it's pretty gross.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I just think rated R just opens up the possibilities. I mean, kids have so much these days. Just give like the adults something. I mean, not to say like I don't enjoy PG-13 and PG and G movies, but I don't know. Rated R, I feel like as a genre, like it's going away. And I feel like the film It was such a big hit because it was a big budget rated R film. And I think that's like drew people into it. And the same thing with the second one. Black Widow, I think you may get people that would be like, okay, this is rated R, you got my attention. And maybe that's the way the director wants to go, kind of thing. You know, I guess the best way I would say it is if the director wants it rated R, I'm all for it to be rated R. But if he wants it rated R and then Disney comes back and cuts him at the legs, or her, whoever the director is.
I think it is her.
Yeah.
Is it? Yeah.
yeah.
Okay, cuts her at the legs and says, no, it's got to be PG-13, then I'd be upset. But if the director wants PG-13, then let it be PG-13. I'll leave it in the hands of the capable director.
There you go. I think pre-establishing what it's going to be and working into that,
Yeah.
not working backwards from
Yeah.
a completed film into a PG-13.
Yeah.
But one film, you talk about giving the audiences R films. We're getting potentially Joker next year, or we are getting Joker next year.
Yeah.
That's an R,
No,
correct?
this
For this year.
This year, sorry. I keep thinking we're in 2018. But we are getting that. And also next year, February 7th, 2020, we are getting Birds of Prey and the Fantabulous Emancipation of One Harley Quinn.
So that's a long title.
It's a very long title.
It's
I
gonna
don't,
fit
still
on
don't know
a
if it's real. Yeah, just like sideways in the steelbook.
Yeah.
So that's being touted as an R film.
Yes.
The same way that maybe Suicide Squad should have went.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe. We'll see. And we've seen success out of these R films, these more genre niche type of films. Now, this is something, again, setting precedence in the DC world, in the comic book world, with having an all-female team up, plus an all-female villain-ish, sort of anti-hero-ish team up.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we got our first teaser for this. This looked like just their first day on set. Stand in front of
Absolutely.
these drapes. We're going to take pictures of everyone. Here we are. We're doing this. Similar fashion to what David Ayer did with, I believe, the Joker in Suicide Squad when they first started promoting that. Like his first day on set. Here's a picture of him. You're seeing DC use this style of promotion. This more ground floor. We saw, what's his name? Director of The Hangover.
Todd Phillips.
Todd Phillips do this with the Joker. Just like, here it is, guys. Boom, boom, boom. This is it. Harley Quinn, Margot Robbie. actress playing her, did throw a picture up on her Instagram account showing the new and different look to Harley Quinn. So what are your thoughts here? We see, I think in this trailer, we see Harley Quinn, Huntress, Black Canary, Cassandra Cain, Batgirl, right? Renee Montoya, the Black Mask, and Victor Zsasz. Correct?
Yes, that's right.
Oh, Zaz is in this?
Yeah.
Oh,
Zaz is
man.
Blonde
yeah.
dude at the end.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, he's bald in the comics.
Or
Zaz.
maybe he's bald. I don't know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're right. He is blonde in the
Yeah.
trailer, but he's bald in the comics with the
Oh, okay.
scars, right?
Yeah,
He cuts-
every time he kills someone, he puts a scar on his
Yeah.
body.
Oh, he's
Yeah.
a bad man.
I know. Yeah,
Yeah.
he's great in the video game. Isn't he in the video game?
Black Mask is.
Yeah.
Was Zaz? I don't know.
Zaz. Where do I know Zaz? I
He
know
might
like
have been. He might
Yeah.
have
What
been.
is he's been in a DC film.
he's been Batman Begins.
Yeah, he's in
Batman
Batman
Begins.
Begins.
Oh, he
It's like an
was in
Easter
Yeah.
egg. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Okay,
probably
yeah,
what I'm
yeah.
thinking
Yeah,
of. Yeah. The
yeah.
Easter egg. Yeah.
Okay. So Sunjay, what do you think of this little teaser?
Oh man, I loved it. Like going into this, Birds of Prey, when they first announced it, I was like, yeah, that's kind of cool. I don't really read the comic book, but Harley Quinn was my favorite part of Suicide Squad, so I'm down for it. Now I'm really in for it. Like now you got my attention, not just because it's a DC film, but just what I've seen. Like it kind of reminded me a little bit of the film Neon Demon. It's like a horror film, very like experimental with like a ton of like lighting changes and stuff like that. And this one here, $60 million budget, they can afford to do something a little bit different. You know, something outside, make it rated R, make it more nichey, and these people.
Is it the budget that can afford them to do something different, or the source material? I don't think the budget can afford them to do much, especially with some of the actors and actresses they got in here.
What is the
Yeah.
budget? Do we know?
60 million, but I guess I read somewhere there was some sort of tax credit, so it's actually like 80 million, but then they get 20% back. So it's only, I don't know how it works, but I heard
Still
it's 60.
pretty good
Numbers.
budget.
Yeah.
Decent budget.
Yeah, I mean this thing will make money this opening weekend,
Yeah.
guaranteed. And Margot Robbie kills it as Harley Quinn again. She just embodies the character so well.
Yeah. She's really taken a kind of Jason Momoa,
Mm-hmm.
Evans, that sort of character approach, Tom Holland, to the character of Harley Quinn, and really owned it for
That's
herself.
right.
You know,
And she's well received.
Yes.
It's not like the Joker that we're the Jared Leto Joker
Yeah.
at least. Yeah. Part of that chit chat Joker.
And
Yeah.
the actress who plays Black Canary, or not Black Canary, is it Black?
Cassandra Cain? Or
No,
Black Canary?
no. Yeah, is it Black Canary?
Yeah, she's in it.
Yeah. I can't remember her name. She was in.
Baywatch?
No, she was in Full House.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and I can't
Really?
remember- Yeah, she played Michelle's friend back in the day.
JT or TJ or whatever?
No, the little girl. Is that her name?
I just remember it was DJ. I just remember like are you talking about the neighbor?
No. Like the little girl from like the preschool.
I don't know, man.
Yeah.
This is going way back. But yeah, no, she looks great. People were like worried how
She's the one pounding the booze, right?
No, that's Renee Montoya.
Oh, it is okay.
Yeah. But yeah, no, this thing looks fantastic. I can't wait. Ewan McGregor's Black Mask. Obviously, we don't have like the full costumes and stuff. This is opening day, but I love the music behind it, just that vibe. I listened to it, I was like, what's that song? And it's some sort of like anime song. It was great. I'm down for this. I'm probably going to take this in the box office pool next year. Like, this thing looks fantastic.
Not if I get my hands on it first.
Yeah.
What are you thinking, my man?
It looks like David Ayers shot this little clip
Yeah.
because it seems like a little music video. I love going back to the music that Sunjay mentioned. It reminds me straight out of the Drive soundtrack with Ryan Gosling.
Right,
It
yeah.
has that exact sound, and I love the music. It's probably my highlight for
Mm-hmm.
the trailer. Everything else was okay. It was really quick. It's okay. I wish Harley Quinn looked a little more Harley Quinn, and she looked a little too Margot Robbie.
Yeah, they've toned it down a
They
bit.
toned
eh?
it down
Yeah.
a lot. Like her face didn't even have like the makeup as much.
Yeah.
So I was kind of lacking that a little bit, and I felt like the clips. I'm not hating on by any means, but the clips of the other characters were way too fast for anybody to catch up and be like, "Who are these other people?" Because
Yeah.
even me, I was just like, "Okay, there's Harley Quinn, cool."
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
everything else was so fast.
I had to
Someone
look up.
drinking.
You have to go screen caps and
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah. But it's a cool little tease, and I'm with you. I like what DC's doing, like what they did with the Joker clip, and they're giving us
Yeah.
this little clip here.
Well,
Characters look like they're on board and having fun.
Instead of just announcing it and saying we started filming and whatever, it's just like here it is.
Yeah.
Here's
Yeah.
the characters. I like that they threw that Ewan McGregor's in there.
Yeah.
So, reconfirming that character, the Black Mask, and yeah, Harley Quinn. I think this is a cool ground floor guerrilla tactic for teasing. It's got people like us talking about this film a film again that I've been banging on about. This title, Birds of Prey, it's too nondescript for me. Is it nondescript for a bigger audience? I don't know. Birds of Prey, does it have a Guardian scent to it? Maybe. You know, who knew what Guardians of the Galaxy were? Now everyone does.
Right.
So this has that sort of potential, and I think giving us something like this early on and not waiting for set photo leaks and all this, just show us. That's what DC's been doing a lot of, is they haven't allowed social media to dictate their marketing campaign. They have taken that away from people. The same way that Star Wars clamped everything down, we don't see anything anymore. DC has kind of done the opposite, where they said, you know what, we'll show you guys the shots we want you to see, and then you don't have people out there sniping things. So I think that's kind of a cool approach, and Todd Phillips is one that's really taken this to the extreme and said, here it is, here's the Joker. You know, I think it's a good way to do it. It's directing people at what you want them to see, and I think that's important.
It's definitely changing the narrative of DC. You know, like before, it's just so much negativity about everything they did, and now, you know, the marketing department has really got to give them props. After Aquaman made $1 billion, now they're just like, here's everything now, and you know, they're on a hot streak. So,
well, I think you've said this last couple of weeks, Troy, is that DC's hot right now. Take advantage of it.
Exactly.
And I think they are. And it's cool to see this, because DC also threw another trailer at us a couple of weeks ago. And that's Shazam. This film, this landed my 4th most anticipated.
This is on your list.
And I did snag this. I will take credit, and Grabs did shed that praise and said the pick of the draft.
That's Grabs
my
DC
final
Ant-Man.
pick. Yeah, exactly. And this is a film, and you were shocked at this, that I took, and when I said a DC film is my 4th most anticipated film of the year, just behind the Marvel films and Star Wars. And even ahead of Spider-Man: Far From Home for me. This trailer re-solidified why I am so excited for this.
Oh yeah.
It gives you that comedy, that down to earth, and that great interaction. These kids are awesome. The way they interact with the lead character here when he changes, the visuals that we got, the kid jumping off the building yelling Shazam.
So great.
It's great. The beer scene, I'm here for your finest beer. Like, what did you guys think of this trailer? Did that amp you up again? Are you still the same level? My voice is getting really bad. I apologize to everyone listening out there.
No, it's getting really good.
But what did this do for you, Sunjay? Did it get you a little more amped up?
Absolutely. I was expecting maybe a longer trailer, like a minute trailer, okay, but everything in it was pure gold. When they're talking to the real estate agent about a lair.
Oh yeah.
That was just gold, and like just stuff like that where it really seems like the director just like was just chatting with some buddies that, you know, they had a pint and they're like, how come in superhero films they always do this? Or how come they always do that? And they kind of just like poke and prod at some of the like tropes of superhero films. So, you know, I'm really, really down for this movie. The Shazam shot just straight out of the comic book pages from like The Dark Knight Returns.
Exactly.
Oh, so great. And man, I really hope that there's a Superman cameo in this, because how awesome would that be? End credit scene, Superman just shows up and he's like,
it's gonna be The Rock.
He's like, let me show you. I hope it's The Rock too, because you know, that's the next film.
Be the Black Adam.
Saying the Black Adam cameo, and then they're gonna do his film, and then it's an interesting way to do a trilogy. You do Black Adam and then do the team up versus movie, but
helps when you have The Rock.
Yeah, well, he's always busy shooting everything else. Like, when is he gonna have time to shoot these movies? Right?
I don't know. Yeah, man, he's up for 27 hours a day.
Yeah. Yeah. No, this film I'm absolutely there for. I can't wait. I want to see a longer trailer, but everything I've seen so far is blowing me away.
Yeah.
No, it's cool, man. I really like this little clip. I'm with you with the money shot is the lightning, Batman Dark Knight pose going on. That's so cool. Just the fact that he's jumping in midair and he's basically doing like a Mighty Morphin Power Rangers and morphing into Shazam. Like, that's so cool. I think it's definitely going to be Black Adam. It's going to be The Rock.
It's got to be.
It's 100% going to be The Rock at the end of the movie. Just because look how well Aquaman did without even mentioning pretty much anything with the DCEU. So why even bother going back there to Justice League? Keep going forward. Mention The Rock. He's the biggest thing out there, and keep it moving, man.
Yeah, but I mean, there's tons of like references though. Like, you see the kid's shirt has the Aquaman symbol. There's like Man of Steel. There's like a Time magazine talking about the D-Day with Metropolis and Zod coming in to attack. So this film does take place in the DCEU, but it's kind of like little hints and Easter eggs, and not so much like overtly like hitting you over the head with it.
Right, like what Netflix was. The Netflix series
yeah,
to the
yeah,
MCU,
exactly. That's
basically.
a good comparison. Yeah.
Now, what about Mark Strong in this character? We get a little punchy
Yeah.
Yeah.
towards the end here, which is very reminiscent of what we saw of the Zod and Superman stuff.
Yeah.
I love it. Yeah.
Mark Strong is great. I need more of that guy.
Who is this character?
His name is Dr. Sylvana. I don't know a lot about Shazam. To be honest with you, I've only started reading. I think I'm two issues into the new run. Fantastic run, by the way. Jeff Johns is knocking it out of the park. But I think he's an evil scientist doctor. He got his PhD in evil, so...
You know what? It's funny you say that, because my takeaway from this trailer, other than the fact that it looks great, is that it looks also very self-aware.
Oh, yeah.
And if they can play the villain being evil for the sake of being evil, but as long as the movie's aware of that, and they play to that, I think it can be successful. My only fear I get from this trailer is that all of a sudden it's going to take a twist and turn into a punch-up comic book film that's serious. And I don't want it to take that turn. It can have those fights, but it has to remain the film that it's established and that it's being at its core, or at least what I think it's going to be at its core, and not veer away and take a pause and say, okay, we're going to take all of this really cool stuff we're doing here. We're going to pause for 25 minutes. We're going to have a real battle. We're going to establish ourselves back into maybe a more grounded, dark, gritty, whatever you want to call it, and move away from that and then eventually come back. I want that to be all integrated into the film. They can have those battles. They can say, yes, I need to be serious for this moment, but it has to continue to carry that tone even when we get to the more serious moments. This is a film that's going to benefit for things that you dislike in Marvel, is breaking tension with comedy. They're going to have to call out things. You see this, the Lair thing with the real estate agent, the whole idea of a kid going in and buying beer and all this, right? You're going to undercut a lot of the establishment of the powers and the main plot, the big arc, the big bad with comedy. You have to insert that in there. That's where this film's strengths are going to be, at least in my opinion. And that's why I'm excited about it, is because it's this really cool self-aware film where you have kids doing exactly what you do if all of a sudden you were, a 35-year-old man that was huge. That's the first thing you do. Go buy beer. You said that's rated to the comic books, right? I remember you saying establishing that.
I think I remember. I can't remember which run I read it from, but the kids go in, they buy the beer, they taste it, like, oh, this isn't very good. Then they go back and buy like candy and stuff. So
this is New 52, right?
Yeah, I think it was like 52. It was in like the back of like Justice League. It was just like
Zero
excerpt.
issue, or?
Yeah, it was like every like issue there was like 3 pages that they gave you, and then they've collected them into a trade now. So I'd really like to get my hands on that because I never really read it the whole time. I was just like, I don't want to like read like 3-5 pages and then like every day. It's just every like month, so it just wasn't for me. But the new series is fantastic, and I've heard the director talking about some of the villains would be the 7 deadly sins, so they're all based off like the biblical 7 deadly sins characters. So I don't know, I haven't seen like them in the trailers or anything like that. There is like some statues of them, and he's hinted at that, so that could be maybe setting up the sequel for Shazam, or maybe they'll be in it as well, who knows. But yeah, I don't really know. Like in the second issue of Shazam, one of his like biggest villains is an inchworm that like crawls into your ear and like turns you like crazy. Yeah. So like his villains are really like, after Black Adam and Dr. Savannah, they're really like go down a hill.
That's okay though.
I mean, who will play the inchworm in the trilogy? Who knows?
This film has to be about the hero though. Like, DC films have a tendency to focus in on the villain a bit more and give that time. And I'm okay in this film with them not doing that.
Yeah.
That was probably the weakness that I pointed at the most in Aquaman. Was to me the villain were there, but you didn't need it because you had Jason Momoa doing Jason Momoa stuff. And they just need to have Shazam doing Shazam stuff, and I'm okay with that. It can be a fun film that has some sort of villain off to the side. I'm okay with that. I think that's kind of a cool way to approach it.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah. So yeah, DC's giving us some big stuff lately. It's going to be exciting to see how these films turn out, particularly Shazam, because I've got a little extra into that film here. Being that was
you'll get a couple bucks from me.
1 or 2, right?
Yeah.
I hope this to be a breakout. This has the potential to be a breakout. It's sitting in the right place on the release schedule. It's got some good momentum behind it. It needs a little bit more, though, I think. You're not seeing as many people talking about this as I had hoped at this point in the release schedule as far as marketing goes and all that. But it's got potential there. It's looking good. I'm excited for everything that's coming here because guys, we're talking about these films We still yet to see an episode 9 trailer.
Yeah.
You know, there's a whole bunch of other films out there. This is going to be one hell of a year. You know, we talked about it in the last episode about what we're anticipating, and we're getting more and more content here. It's been a little weak on Star Wars in the past couple of months, but hopefully as we drive towards episode 9 and through 2019, we're going to see things like The Mandalorian ramping up, with Disney Plus service, hoping to get a first look when we're at Celebration.
Yeah.
Or I'm hopefully at Celebration.
Yeah.
We'll see. Still a question mark, but it's looking great, guys. You know, I like these kind of shorter, more contained news episodes because it gives us an opportunity to talk about some of the different things that maybe we don't get to on a weekly basis. And so talking about Birds of Prey, come on, guys, like look where we're at.
I know everything's getting made now. We got Ant-Man, we got Birds of Prey, we got Aquaman. There's who else?
Doom Patrol TV
Doom
series.
Patrol
coming
TV
out.
series. Plastic Man. I heard he's gonna get a movie. So
Yeah.
A Loki show. I mean,
Loki show.
crazy.
Like just throw a dart at like a comic book and whatever it lands on, that's what we'll make.
Yeah, it's got
Lois Lane's
potential.
getting her own. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, it's
I would like
Bring
that.
it back. I like the show.
Yeah.
Lois and Clark.
That was
Yeah.
good.
I liked it.
There was a rumor of the Metropolis show with like Lois and Lex, but that never like
Interesting.
went anywhere. So I don't
We'll
know.
see. DC, you're doing good things.
Yeah, keep it up.
Maybe
Keep
they
it
should
up.
change it to DG, doing good.
Doing good. All right. On that note, I think it's about time we wrap this episode up. It's been a ton of fun talking all this great news with you guys. We will be back next week talking probably some trailers, some Super Bowl trailers.
Yes.
If you look back into our catalog every year, we do have a Super Bowl trailer wrap-up episode. And that's likely going to be next week. So we're going to be talking about everything we see. Probably Endgame, maybe a little bit of Captain Marvel, and we'll see if we get any big surprises over this massive sporting event that is the Super Bowl. So, if you guys would like to be a part of this show, you can always email us at nerdaround@gmail.com. You can hit us up on, what are we on now? Not Facebook. We're on YouTube.
We're on LinkedIn.
We are on Twitter. You can always grab us on Twitter. We got the hashtag TwitterGang going on there. It is a wild place to be. It's a lot of fun. And our handles are at the end of the episode if you want to link us up there. This episode, we got to give another shout out to Rob Wade. He endorses this over on emotionally14.com. So go check out everything that he's doing over there, including the Nerd Room, which is endorsed over there under the E14 banner, as well as Star Wars Commonwealth. This is our podcast network. This is where we podcast alongside some of the best podcasters in a galaxy far, far away. So make sure you check out everything that everyone's doing over there at StarWarsCommonwealth.com. You can see all the episodes that are going up Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. There's a new episode from something in one of the podcasts in the Commonwealth Network. It's just great stuff, guys. If you're looking for something, a community to get involved in, that is one. That being said, gentlemen, until next week for the Nerd Room, I'm Tim.
I'm Troy.
And I'm Sunjay.
And thank you for entering the Nerd Room. This has been a Nerd Room podcast production. You can find our hosts Tim, Troy, and Sunjay on Twitter at TheNerdRM, TroyTheBoy87, and Sunjabby. For more content from the Nerd Room, check out thenerdroom.net, and don't forget to subscribe to the Nerd Room on iTunes, Podbean, Spotify, or wherever you plug in. Be sure to head over to StarWarsCommonwealth.com to find more podcasts from Star Wars Commonwealth Podcast Network, including Talk Star Wars, Tumbling Saber, Generation X-Wing, Road Squadron Podcast, San Diego Saber's Radio Podcast, Tatooine Sons, Retro Inc., and the Sandcrawler Podcast. Follow Star Wars Commonwealth on Twitter at SW Commonwealth and take your first steps into a larger world.